Sure. Hey, Darius.
Yeah.
With you guys prepping obviously this week for the Knicks, what has been the focus for you guys? And we talked about attention to details heading into this series.
Just protecting the paint, being in early, make Jalen Brunson have to really throw some skip passes over long defenders, close out to their shooters, be there early on the catch, and it's really just protect the paint.
You guys obviously saw the Knicks week and a half ago, 2 weeks ago. How helpful is that in this preparation because you saw what they looked like without Randall?
It was good. Like you said, it wasn't the full team at 100%, but it was a good look of what the guys are going to do when he's out of the game. And then just see the aggressiveness that they had early on in the game with like Jalen Brunson going for his career high, all the role players making shots. So just have to get to them, watching the film, and just trying to scout how aggressive they're going to be.
How did going through the play-in tournament last year against Brooklyn and against Atlanta and seeing the amount of attention that they gave to you in that kind of environment, how did that inform what to expect against New York coming into the playoffs?
I mean, it's going to be totally different because we have a different team this year. I mean, I think all the attention's going to be on 45. I mean, he's probably going to get double team, triple team, try to deny him the ball as much as they can. So the 4 other guys on the floor just have to be aggressive, try to get him open, try to get him some easy looks, try to get him going and just play off that. Just have to be aggressive the whole game.
How helpful is this week off physically for you?
It's really helpful. Just getting our legs up under us, getting some extra shots in the gym, coming in after or before practice a little bit earlier. Just trying to get some extra work and mentally just taking a rest. I need travel. You sleep in your own bed, see your family a little bit. I know the old heads are taking the kids to school, so I know that's pretty fun for them.
Darius, like being the first time in your career where you're in this 7-game series kind of format, like how, I guess, mentally excited are you for that challenge of the adjustments, counter adjustments, and getting to go through that for the first time?
Yeah, it's gonna be fun. Like I said, it's my first time. It's my first rodeo, so I'm pretty excited for it. I know the adjustments are gonna be pretty fun just to see how you can just change on the fly. So, I mean, I'm prepared for it. Been watching film all this week, so we'll see how it goes.
Darius, Donovan Mitchell aside, what do you think is the biggest difference in this team from this time last year when you were in the play-in tournament?
Evan Mobley, just being Evan. 7-foot unicorn, just him being aggressive, him talking a lot more this year, him and Chad being the leaders on the defensive end. So I think that's a huge difference.
You said you've been watching film on New York. What's your impression of the Knicks?
They're a pretty good team. Yeah.
With it being your first time in the playoffs, what's the best advice you've gotten so far?
It's a roller coaster. So they said, we had a conversation a couple days ago actually. They said when you get the first win or you get a win, it feels like the best thing ever. And then when you lose, it's like the worst thing ever. So, I mean, it's going to be a roller coaster, but you just have to keep it ahead.
How'd you feel about the crowd simulation?
It was cool. How you hear it?
What?
How you hear it?
It sounded pretty loud.
Yeah, it was good. It made everybody have to talk a little bit louder for like the actual game. So just communicating a lot louder, communicating often. Everybody just repeating the call.
You think it's possible that you guys haven't played your best basketball yet?
Yeah, especially coming down towards the stretch. I think we started to gel a lot better, but I think our legs got up under us a little bit. So this week has definitely helped us a lot, just getting our legs back, getting mentally prepared for it, and then just getting back in game shape and getting extra reps up in the gym when you come here earlier after.
Darius, how much hunger or motivation from the end of last season do you still carry with you as you prepare for this series?
All of it. I mean, it's a long time from last year to now, so it's been always on my mind. So it's good to finally be in a series instead of a play-in. Actually, a 7-game series, so it's going to be fun. I mean, I've been waiting for it for 4 years now, so it'll be cool.
The Knicks fans have a pretty, unique relationship with some of the opposing players over there. Reggie Miller, Trae Young a couple years ago. what do you think of the prospect of being at Madison Square Garden villain?
I mean, that's them. That's not me. I'm just out there playing basketball. If I make a couple shots, if I become a villain, it's a villain thing, I guess. But I think those guys took on that role. I'm not trying to take on a villain role. I'm just trying to win a series.
What is a lot of guys like playing at MSG? What's special about that arena?
Just the legacy that it has in the building. See some of the greats in the Raptors. You see the career nights or great performances that other players had in the arena. So just the lights, celebrity row be cool. So yeah, I mean, it's a lot of good things in the Garden.
What kind of boost will it be for you guys if you get Isaac back for the series?
It'd be a huge boost. He can come in, guard Jalen Brunson. We could switch a lot more on defense. He spaced the floor for us on offense, made a couple corner threes, a couple dunks, get the crowd excited. So, I mean, he'd be a huge part if he comes back.
You mentioned some of the advice you've gotten. I wonder how much do you lean on some of those guys that have been in the playoffs? How much have you found yourself communicating and trying to pick their brains about what to expect this week?
A lot. We all had conversations with them. Most of the guys on the team haven't been in the playoffs, so we all just had conversations in the locker room, asking them what does it feel like being in the playoffs, what is it mentally, what is it physically. So the conversation has been had all season, really. So, I mean, we know a little bit of it. They always tell us you won't know until you're really in it, so we're just really waiting now.
You had mentioned your fainting for this moment to me not too long ago. Is it hitting you in waves a little bit, or are you still kind of just waiting for it to sink in?
Yeah, I'm waiting to the first game. I mean, you can feel it a little bit. Like, you can feel the intensity of the city coming around. All of you guys ready for the playoffs, coaching staff, players. So it's starting to, I mean, you feel the aroma. But first game is Saturday, it's gonna be for sure.
And Donovan had mentioned the Knicks are different when Julius doesn't play. Do you agree with that sentiment?
Yeah, for sure. When Julius is there, it's a lot of ISO ball. He's really just trying to get down, he'll be aggressive. But when he's not, Jalen Brunson has the ball in his hand a lot more. He's into his ISO bag and trying to be aggressive. So, I mean, it's different dynamics.
So much of the playoffs is about matchup hunting, and I'm sure because you guys carry such a heavy offensive load, the Knicks will probably trying to get you and Donovan involved in screens. How much pride do you guys take in succeeding in those situations?
That's been our thing all year. Number one defense in the league. We're going to tip our hat on that. Try to guard and defend as best as we can. We got 2 7-footers down there to protect, so we should be all right.
What's your message to Cleveland leading up to Game 1?
Be excited. Want Rocket just packed out, really. Want them loud. Want everybody to be in tune. I mean, this is the first time basketball been around in April since 98?
98, yep.
98. I mean, you shouldn't miss this. So, I mean, everybody should be excited. Everybody should be there with the towels. I think it's a whiteout. So, it should be lit.